Have you ever stopped in the middle of a conversation because you suddenly knew exactly what someone was about to say? Or walked into a place you've never visited before? Yet somehow, every corner felt strangely familiar? For a few seconds, it feels like you've already lived that exact moment. Not something similar, the exact moment. It's called déjà vu, and nearly everyone experiences it at least once. But here's the part that makes it even stranger. Scientists have spent decades trying to explain it, and they still can't agree on one answer. So, what is your brain actually doing during those eerie few seconds? Let's find out. Déjà vu is one of the most common psychological experiences in the world. Around 2 out of every 3 people will experience it during their lifetime. It usually lasts only a few seconds, but while it lasts, it feels incredibly real. You know you've never been in that exact situation before, yet every instinct tells you that you have. That conflict between logic and feeling is what makes déjà vu so unforgettable. It's your brain creating an overwhelming sense of familiarity, without a real memory to support it. Think of it like your brain showing you a photo from an album, except that photo was never actually taken. It feels like a memory, but it isn't. And that's where the mystery begins. The most widely accepted explanation is surprisingly simple. Your brain has different systems working together every second. One system processes what you're experiencing right now. Another decides whether that experience should be stored as a memory. Normally, they work perfectly together, but sometimes, for just a tiny fraction of a second, those systems fall slightly out of sync. Your brain accidentally labels the present moment as something you've already experienced. Nothing supernatural happened. No time travel. Just one tiny processing error. That feels incredibly convincing. Imagine watching a live stream that freezes for just half a second before catching up. You barely notice the delay, but something feels off. Some researchers think something similar happens inside your brain. The information arrives twice, almost instantly, and signal feels familiar. Because your brain mistakes the first signal for a memory, that tiny delay creates one of the strangest feelings humans can experience. There's another fascinating theory. Maybe you've actually seen something very similar before, without realizing it. Perhaps a staircase reminds your brain of a hotel you visited as a child. A stranger's voice sounds like someone from years ago, or a room resembles a place you saw in a movie for only a few seconds. Your conscious mind doesn't remember, but your subconscious does. It quietly whispers, "I know this place," even when you don't. Your brain is always asking one important question: have I experienced this before? It's doing this every second of every day. Without that ability, you'd struggle to recognize faces, remember places, or even learn from mistakes. Most of the time, your brain gets the answer right, but every now and then, it confidently gives the wrong answer. And that's déjà vu. Ironically, the very system designed to keep your memories accurate is what creates the illusion. Interestingly, déjà vu isn't completely random. Young adults experience it more often than older people. People who travel frequently, meet new people, explore unfamiliar places, or constantly learn new things, also tend to experience it more. Why? Because their brains are processing huge amounts of new information every day. More information means more opportunities for tiny memory mix-ups. For centuries, people believed déjà vu was proof of something beyond science. Some thought it was evidence of past lives. Others believed it meant destiny, parallel universes, or even glimpses into the future. Those ideas are fascinating. But after years of research, scientists haven't found reliable evidence to support them. Instead, the strongest evidence points back to one incredible organ: the human brain, a machine so powerful that even its smallest mistakes can feel supernatural. Here's the most surprising part. Scientists don't actually think déjà vu is a sign that something is wrong. In many healthy people, it's simply evidence that the brain's memory system is constantly checking itself. A brief mistake, followed by immediate correction, which means the next time reality suddenly feels familiar. Don't be frightened. Take a moment to appreciate it, because for just a few seconds, you get to witness one of the strangest and most fascinating quirks of the human mind. And maybe, just maybe, science hasn't uncovered the whole story yet. If you've ever experienced déjà vu, tell us the weirdest one you've ever had in the comments. And if you're fascinated by the hidden psychology behind everyday experiences, subscribe for more mind-bending videos every week.